Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Does give it a poke and prod. That should be level 6 away. There you go. And Kanavi will clear that ward, but again, now it's it's a window for Way to look for a play somewhere. No flash on your gal, a little bit earlier.
Oh, full commit. Doesn't get the turret in the meantime, but does get the stun down, and ulti flies through. How perfect is that from Tang Yuan to get first blood? Well, Kanavi down to the bottom side. Here's the trade-off. Flashes for Ming, and the knockup's there, but Kanavi has to steal the kill before Ruler gets in play. And it's which I have to correct myself right now, because as Wei looks for Kanavi, still level lead. There's still an experience gap between these guys as Wei starts up the grub. Tang Yuan might be caught. Audacious charge, but jump on Kanavi is getting nuked here. The Sky Surge helps out as well. Still surviving for the longest time while Flandre has to commit in for this. But this twist of fate now with no escape is flash burned, but from Wei, how far will you get? The time Kench saves the day, so maybe that's enough. Steel Tempest. As he gets that ulti down, Flandre just holds his ground, and meanwhile, Wei is invading off the back end of top, being so hard pushed out. Kanavi going to get the engage here, but Wei's still great with the dueling, but he needs a bit of help. Ming's coming in with the quickness. The circle of fate is there from Kanavi, and he's surviving for so damn long. RNG now trying to use range. They'll get him, though, and another pick to bite the dust as Yagao over the wall is matched by Breeze, flashing as well, and missing with a great knockup. Excuse me, Ming. I'm used to talking about missings for Khan, but today, it's Ming's.
Pressure. We've seen it from minute 1. But now we're starting to see it with items involved, and Twisted Fate is never going to build any kind of tank items now. Speaking of pressure, Wait, I'll turn this tower off.
Trying to buy time underneath the dive. Yeah, you're right. It's off, it's good night, and it was just so easy to pick up the dive and got a dragon starts, and JDG have to come in second fiddle.
Yeah, absolutely. JDG, I mean, they might even just take tier 1 tower for this, to be honest with you. They might just give it up. Or at least try to. They'll chunk it out, right? Because it's so high HP still. Nice chunk.
Defenders. Yeah, but Kanavi's in by himself. He gets saved by missing, but that's 2 ultis now burned. Quickness and last breath. Mum flies through as Breed goes deep before RNG can find their mission. Wei's also got his ultimate available. LWX the same. RNG's team fight engaged. Redemption going to come through. Wei's the next target. Remember, Kanavi with no Crescent Guard. He burnt it before. Good passive damage from Tang Yuan as well as Breathe moves on down to start up this dragon, this Soul Dragon. Kanavi without ult to approach it, and the poke damage is good on missing. Dragon's just going down 4k, 3k, 2k. Soul disappears. JDG let that one go. RNG have it forever. Have to take the long way around? No, they say, forget the turret. We might even threaten the Baron, and it looks like that's what they're going to start.
Yeah, I mean, JDG know what's going on though, so they will return immediately to it. But the question is, how fast is this Baron from RNG? Half health, big chunks coming out.
Kanavi for the steal. No way, don't 50-50, they do! Kanavi gets the steal down, Mum zones out, and now for the fight, it better go well for RNG. They just lost it all. Over to Kanavi in the wing.
Oh, no.
He's matched by a double flash, but they're isolated.
No.
Why are they overcommitting to this jungler? Jamada RNG with some big mistake that just hurt the whole game.
Situation like this, now they've got the Baron. It's gonna just about drop off in about 10 seconds.
Oh.
Even then, Ming, oh my word. That's a lot of damage.
And that hurts. I mean, that's the tool that has flash and ulti. Ming is going to get nuked in one pivot of a transaction, and Flandre, as he targets him over the wall. Now Ming can't go in. The engage follows through. Kanavi zones off, and JDG will not flip. As Ruler calls in Mum once again, there's no wind wall to block it off. And Shimada, let the curses be damned, because his LWX runs away from Ruler. RNG had this game in the palm of their hands. The fly through, but the execute won't fly through. Cleanse away. It counts anyway as missing. Will flash over. Look at the last target in Tang Yuan. A tongue lash helps out as Yagao makes it even close. Golden stasis to buy time, but it'll buy the ace for JDG as we flip the whole game state. Wait. That 3,
Yeah,
2. Yeah. Those are pros. Those are real bros. And now Ruler, as you Breathe, is getting a trade. But we know that JDG are probably going to be trading up at this point.
Yeah, exactly. JDG will trade up, and not only that,
Destiny.
they have the Baron to retreat back to. I mean, Flandre has goat. Yep.
Whoa. He does get tagged, but you're right. Go's going to be burned, not the ulti in the end. Breathe backs away from the turret on the bottom side, while Baron in the respawn. JDG just jump on it. Are we going to flip it again? Are we flipping this again? Let's find out. At 3K, they're poking it over the wall. But they're not.
15 seconds.
I mean, JDG aren't. RNG jump in, but it's still taken. Blade trying to steal it. And Kanavi's like, go on then. Go on then. And in the end, he does. As Yagao actually might be solo killed by Breeze. Huge step up here from the top laner of RNG, keeping the game alive. Okay. Flash for a flash. How did that hit? I don't know how that connected with... It is. In the meantime, JDG are going to be first fiddles this time. I obviously love fiddles today, as Yagao is the one to teleport in. Breeze now channels in as well. 5v5. Mum flies out the backside. Better damage, but not too much. This is just the fight that decides this wacky game one as Kanavi jumps in early. He's saved, though, by missing. As now it's time to get an execute of your own kill as Kanavi's ulti's huge. They're into the pit, and Elder's secured by a damn tongue. And Missing must be MVP now as Kanavi and Ruler pick up the rest, and JDG, you just never count him out, do you?
You know what? There's going to be a lot of focus on Ruler because he's on Smolder and he's 7-1-5. But Missing has really made the crucial plays. He's made the crucial saves in so many of these skirmishes, and this will just be game number 1 going over to JDG. 40 minutes to topple RNG. Credit to RNG where it's due. Breathe in particular made this game a mountain from a molehill.
I guess. Oh my god, there's no way. RNG, like, look, it wasn't the draft. Okay, it wasn't the draft. We'll do something similar.
Look, I'll be honest, right? Yone is far more so of course it can give him more threat if Way is up there. The extra AD is nice. Speaking of nice, fancy feats from Ruler. And if they crash this wave, they can look for a dive. No flap. I don't know how long that cooldown is off the top of my head, but I reckon it's long enough that they can look for this redive right now.
I think you're right. Well, Flash and Ghost available, but immediately Ruler doesn't have an example and won't have a response. Way under turret will survive as well. First blood over to LWX, and RNG set up bot nicely while we look towards mid for Tang Yuan. Wind becomes lightning. Yagao gets the slow. Tang Yuan flashes.
Yeah, people kind of hanging around here. Wait, seemingly wants the grubs, but Kanavi, despite, you know, potential dragon setup being a thing here, doesn't want to give up all 3 grubs and
engages in. The rest of JDG aren't here. Flandre with a flash available. He takes it. Gold card. Out of range. Jamada. That happened.
He has ult, man. Just ult. Just press Over now as he clears the wolf camp. So both junglers have that ultimate available. Let's see what they can do. Flandre's actually got a roam window down here. So JDG really want this to happen.
Well, Missing tried to buffer the knock-up here, but won't get it successfully. Everyone's in for the all-in as the dive comp now showing how far it can go. A 1-for-1 trade so far. Ruler's a healthy one, though, as Tang Yuan is just out of position. The way in the middle, he'll also trade, but what happens next for JDG under turret? They do some poke, but with a jungler down, even that doesn't matter. I mean, I guess Breathe is going to get the push up on the top side, Jamada.
Dive necessarily to be had, but just the pressure can certainly force Ruler to have to miss out on this wave, and Missing is finally here. Wave.
Does he want to take it? I mean, there's no sneezing going on that's going to work out. Missing is Nature's grasping for the time being. LWX took a turret shot as that separating bolt. The execute almost coming through, but Missing is one hit away and eventually drops down to LWX as the poke from over the wall. It's Yagao trying to join in. Mum clears out the wave, but no one there to support Ruler. A double goes over. LWX is massive. He will trade his life under turret, giving a shutdown back over to Ruler. But things are going really well again for RNG in the early game.
The positive thing to talk about for RNG, hopefully if they continue to extend this lead, as we'll take a pause.
Flash,
Yagao.
Stun. Fear. Can he move? No, he cannot. Tang Yuan with the kill. Wave. It doesn't work the second time. Do it a third. This is a fate must be up in some gold. I mean, we're looking at a small CS lead, and it's also Twisted Fate. So that's also the problem, is LWX all-ins onto Ruler. He's got flash available. Second skin wouldn't be enough as Mum gets angry again. That damage off the side was unfair. LWX gets tagged and flashes away. Now the gold card, the follow through. He all committed and he gets punished for it. RNG again, maybe the skin was too thick as Breathe. What is he doing? A double kill over to Ruler. And JDG are being gifted away back into this game. Now, maybe it goes back and forth as Tangyuan is gifted missing. It must be Christmas because a lot of the time RNG aren't always on the same page. As now, again, we have to see while they start up the Herald. It won't be contested, but will there be a fight afterwards? And will we see RNG coordinating here as they set up a potential dive? There's a quickness onto Flandre. He flashes away. He's locked up finally. The fate sealed. Won't go anywhere. The fear long range, and Tangyuan picks up the credit. Low health bars for RNG, but you can see JDG already backed away.
Yeah, exactly. JDG, they're cross-mapping this. Your gal's getting the bottom side tower and they're getting the dragon at the same time, so...
WX has come through the lane quite red hot. We mentioned Ruler's trading and the fact that he's also big as Breathe now in his own lane, won't get a fair shot because it's a 1v2. Jumps back onto Yagao. Is the damage there? Is it enough? Way to save his day. The flash, it's matched though, and Breathe drops down. And now that Way's here, he tried to commit to save his top laner's life, but the range also there. Kanavi trying to buy time. Ulti flies through onto Way. He survives long enough, but the rest of JDG are flying through. You'd say that's great, but RNG need to run for the hills. The range on top as well, and Ruler's damage as he wants to flap, but the wings, I think, are on cooldown.
Really, from RNG. It's only if Breathe gets on top of him that he's got to worry for the time being.
Flandre used ulti, by the way. Destiny is down, so no reposition here from the Twisted Fate.
Yeah, no reposition. RNG, they're really taking their time about this. They don't want JD to get through the choke, but they have now.
Breathe on the angle is good, but gets tagged out. Now they know exactly where he's approaching from if they didn't before. His dragon goes down to 5k, all for his third dragon that will make mountain. Mum flies through again. Way has to ulti out. He's got flash to get back in, but there's no dragon contest. JDG marches a 5-man troop, take it out with ease. And now they've got access to mid-wave as well, Jamada.
Yeah.
It feels like that was just such a simple, smart play.
Yeah, I mean, JDG take their time. Everyone on RNG eventually angles down towards the bottom lane, and there you have it. Not only do they get the dragon because they're able to force their... whether he was actively thinking about that, I'll give him... I'm pretty sure he probably was. If he pulls...
Sneaky.
Oh, really sneaky.
Wait, Kanavi just reset.
No.
Kanavi is nowhere near...
JDG, no, but Kanavi's obviously not anywhere nearby. This is a pretty big problem. And there's not a lot of ultimates available either.
Oh, it's going down slow. Flandre's walking in. I mean, if Baron goes down, great.
Oh,
but
Kanavi.
missing jump in. He does it again. Kanavi just flies in and does it again. I thought there's no way he's in range. RNG are just going to lose this series to Baron. It wasn't even JDG's doing. I think RNG just lost this series to Baron.
Oh, I can't.
Face. Look at his face. Yeah, whatever.
Getting away with this.
There's no way RNG are about to lose this entire series. The 2 Baron plays. 1 down. Execute to follow. That's an ace. And base is breaking here. You'd have to think, like, what the heck? RNG, where have the good old days gone? What is this?
I don't know, man. I just don't.
RNG aren't good anymore.
It's one of those. It's because they're so typically good that you just, you know, like when they're bad for long or like even a short period of time, it just feels longer than it is. Ming.
He's out. Missing. Nature's Grasp. Hang on.
Oh.
Way has to ulti. They still get the re-engage, and that's an execute on missing. LWX ulti's in, but Ruler's reposition is sick as Mum takes care of the rest. Aren't mummies good like that? He's free tagged on the side as well, and Flandre is just nuking. That guy is rigging the deck. As for JDG, now with so many members down in their way, the base is in tatters again.
Yeah, base in tatters again. How much can they look to get? The problem is, Hui is a champion. So,
what is
2
that?
cards and a two Twisted Fate war attacks and a Ruler war attack.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, more likely that Flandre damage was one doing it. He just destinied in between 2 RNG, but dude, he doesn't take enough damage. Flandre doesn't take enough damage. He survives a burst from a Yone, picks up a double.
And Ruler just
now
solo
getting the
killed
help of
LWX.
Ruler's mum. Where did he come from? This is an assassin Smolder who's now been ultied up, runs in, Flandre. They're in a 5 versus 2.
I can't believe it. Oh, Ruler. Yeah, has to be careful. Wait.
That's a trade, isn't it?
Wait, that's still a lot of damage. But at the end of the day, this should just about be game of the Baron buff. plus the Void Mites, RNG, they're out of gas.
I think it is. I think it is. With the Twisted Fate, I think it definitely is. RNG, 2 games in a row. Baron is not their friend. If you take one thing away from today, it's that JDG were just gifted the present of 2 games back.
These were some of the best highlights from today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.